Hi, I want to talk a little bit about this video.
There's really only one reason why some people get rich and wealthy and famous and some people don't, and it's main character syndrome. Like, literally shifting your mindset to be the main character will bring you anything you could possibly want.
For the most part, it's a really nice video with a lot of really nice ideas in it. The creator who made it is basically saying that you are the main character of your life, so you need to take control of that truth and act accordingly. And you know, that's true. You are the main character of your life. You're not the main character of my life or anyone else's life, but you sure as hell are the main character of your life. You have to be. Life is short, life is fleeting, life is rare, and life is often very difficult. And, you gotta get out there and do some main character shit and have some fun every once in a while, every chance you get. So I agree with the prevailing sentiment of this video. Where I disagree is with, where the video starts, where she says basically that the way to get rich and famous is to do this.
So, a way you can do this, a quick little mindset shift, is to imagine that you have a camera crew following you around at all times.
To behave as though you're the main character, to behave as though you have a camera crew following you around at all times. If you do that, then you'll be rich and famous. That's the only difference between regular people and famous people, is famous people act like they're the main character and everybody else is just, schlubbing around being side characters in other people's stories. And I just have to say, respectfully, humbly, No to that. No, that's not correct. That's not true. That's not how getting famous works. No. There are 8 billion people in the world, and there are like a few thousand super famous people in the world. And essentially what you're saying here is that if all 8 billion people in the world were to just make a little attitude adjustment and pretend like they have a camera crew following them around, then everyone would become famous and rich. And no, they wouldn't, is my response. Just no, they would not. It's sort of like that clip of that billionaire guy from Shark Tank when he was on the news and he said this.
The combined wealth, this is according to Oxfam, of the world's 85 richest people is equal to the 3.5 billion poorest people.
It's fantastic. And this is a great thing because it inspires everybody, gets the motivation to look up to the 1% and say, I want to become one of those people. I'm going to fight hard to get up to the top. This is fantastic news, and of course I applaud it.
Yeah, just that idea that anyone can become a billionaire. All they gotta do is just want it badly enough. They gotta just chase after that dream. But that's just not how anything works. That's not how math works. There are a little over 3,000 billionaires in the world. 3,000 is such a small percentage of 8 billion that it's essentially zero. For the vast majority of people born, there is an essentially 0% chance that they will ever become a billionaire or that they will ever become famous in their lifetime. Okay then, Austin, how does a person become famous, you might be asking? How does that happen? Well, sometimes it is a little bit of luck mixed in with a lot of hard work. You work really hard and you have a lot of talent for a particular thing, and then you get lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time and meet the right people and get the right opportunity. But the majority of the time, like the vast majority of the time, the way a person becomes either rich and famous or just like a billionaire, the way that happens is just that person's immediate network. It is just who that person knows. It's nepotism. That's what it is. That's what it's always been, and that's what it still is, and that's what it will continue to be. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is I just don't understand why so many of us, the famous and the unfamous alike, have such a problem accepting this. I recently listened to an interview on NPR with Sofia Coppola about her new film Priscilla, which is fantastic, by the way. Saw it. It's amazing. It's way better than this movie. Sorry, it just is. I'm a huge fan of Sofia Coppola's films. I think she's fantastic. I get excited every time she has a new film out. But in the interview at one point, she said that it bothers her when people bring up the Nepo baby thing because she feels like she's worked really hard to earn her own name and her own distinction from her father's work, and that she's really established herself as a person who deserves to have what she has. And I don't know, I heard that and I just was like, Sophia, nobody's saying that you're not hardworking or not talented or that you don't deserve the success that you have. You've proven time and time again in your career that you are a very, very talented director and storyteller, and that you deserve to have people investing in your work, and that we should show up and watch your films when you make them because you're very good at it. But like, come on, give me a break. The reason why Sophia was able to make her first film, The Virgin Suicides, very good movie, the reason why she was able to get people to invest in that project and trust her and give her a shot is in no small part because her father is one of the most celebrated directors of the 20th century. She even told an anecdote about making her second film, Lost in Translation, which is maybe her most famous film. It's the film that she won an Oscar for Best Original Screenplay. She talked about how she was trying to get a hold of Bill Murray for like a year to get him to be in this movie, and she just couldn't get a hold of him because he didn't have an agent, but she knew it had to be him. She tells this story like she's just this nobody, struggling filmmaker trying to get this big shot to take a chance on her. But then the resolution to the story is she just says, my friend Mitch Glazer knew Bill Murray and he reached out to him, and luckily Bill was willing to take a meeting with me. And like, yeah, Mitch Glazer knows Bill Murray. Mitch Glazer wrote Scrooged, which Bill Murray starred in. And here's the thing, not every aspiring filmmaker out there is close personal friends with Mitch Glazer. And you know what Mitch Glazer said to Bill Murray when he called him on the phone? I mean, I can't guarantee this, but like, this is what he said. He called him up and he said, hey Bill, I got this new young filmmaker who's got a great screenplay I want you to check out. You should really read it. You'd be perfect for it. Also, she's Francis Ford Coppola's daughter. So like, and I don't think that there's anything wrong with that. That's just how stuff works. That's just the nature of most businesses. But anyway, this is just a video, I guess, just to say, go ahead, go out and be the main character of your story, because you are. But don't act like the main character because you think it'll be some kind of life hack that will help you get rich and famous. Do it because you deserve to live a life that is full and exciting and abundant with joy. Also, network, meet people, meet people that it would be good to know. But potentially surround yourself with really talented, smart people so that in case one of them gets famous, then you can ride them coattails, baby. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.